Hello, everybody, and welcome to Smells Like Teen Horror. My name is Eric Kasloff, and right now I'm going to show you some of the books and movies I picked up over the past few months. Let's start with the movies. First off, we got a classic 80s horror comedy, April Fool's Day. I absolutely love this movie. This is the Shout Factory, Scream Factory special edition. Has a lot of really cool special features. No commentary track, which really bummed me out because when I buy a Scream Factory, the Blu-ray, I know they always put a lot of special features, but not always a commentary track, and that bums me out. Alright, next we got Last Night in Soho. Edgar Wright is one of my favorite directors, and I gotta tell you, he hasn't made a bad movie yet. I mean, this is such a growth of him as a filmmaker. I would love to see him go back to comedies, but if he's gonna keep putting stuff out like this, I would be very, very happy with that. Next, we have a movie from my all-time favorite director, Wes Craven, and that is My Soul to Take. A lot of people didn't like this movie, and I could understand why, but personally, I absolutely love it. I read the Wes Craven biography that came out way before he died, and it mentioned how he was trying to get this movie made for years, and again, I really, really enjoy it. Alright, now let's get into the books, because there is a cool story to them. So, R.L. Stine is my all-time favorite writer. I like him more than Stephen King, and one of his series is the Babysitter series, the 4-book series. Now, I had all 4 books, but I had them like this. The black and white cover, and then the original covers of the 3. And I was happy with what I had, but I'm a collector. It's a problem. I needed to complete the sets. So I got the original cover of the Babysitter, which I absolutely love. So I had this version of the series complete, but I did not have this one complete. Now, for some reason, I call these the Scream covers because they re-released these after Scream, and I don't know, it kind of reminds me of the original poster for Scream with Drew Barrymore. So I went on the hunt for the other black and white covers, and holy cow, are these things hard to track down, and wow, are they expensive. I don't know if they're more expensive now than before because of the Fear Street movies that came out. Again, all Fear Street books really went up in price after those movies came out. I've talked about that in other videos, but after hunting them down and finding them, I have the Babysitter 2 black and white cover, the Babysitter 3 black and white cover, sorry about that, and the Babysitter 4 black and white cover to go along with my original Babysitter black and white cover. Alright, there's more books. We have 2 more R.L. Stine books, and this one is Blind Date, his very first horror young adult novel. This is before Fear Street, before Goosebumps, before everything, so I am very happy to have this. One of my goals this year is to collect as many, if not all, of R.L. Stine's YA horror books, including Fear Street. Sorry. That is a monumental task, plus very expensive. The other R.L. Stine book I got is Broken Date. He has date in a lot of titles of his books now that I think about it. I believe this was his third or fourth book. I know it goes Blind Date, Twisted, my favorite book of his, my all time favorite book also. I'm going to do a whole video on it eventually. Then Curtains, and I think this was the one that came out afterward. Okay, I literally just made a quick Walmart trip before I started editing this video, and I picked up Halloween Kills on Blu-ray and DVD. I really enjoyed this movie. I know a lot of people didn't like it, but I had a really good time with this movie. I liked Halloween 2018 more and Scream 5 also way more, but good movie, I would say great movie, and a lot of cool special features from what I've seen. So yeah, actually. Then Curtains, and I think this was the one that came out afterward. So we have two more books, the last two. My all-time favorite actor is Bruce Campbell. I have all of his other books, but I didn't know till this week, till a few days ago, that he put out two more books recently. The first one is The Cool Side of the Pillow, which is just a bunch of essays he wrote. Nothing political, just musings about life and stuff. I haven't read it yet, but very excited to pick this up. He did it independently, which makes it even cooler because I am all about self-distribution books. I want to put a book out in self-distribution. The next one I got is another Bruce Campbell book, and this is a political satire called A House Divided. It's basically about two politicians on the complete opposite side of the political spectrum. One of them, the Bruce Campbell guy, is very conservative, as you can tell. The other guy is kind of a left-wing hippy-dippy type person, and they have to find a way to work together. So, very excited about reading this. So, that is everything I picked up this week. Have you read any of these books? If so, comment below and let me know. Yeah, and hey, I got a question for you.
What are you waiting for, huh?